In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 best ideas to my book, Success Habits. Check this out. Success Habits. Top 10 mindset habits to brighten your mind and no BS fluff-free approach in achieving what you want in life. I wrote this book 2019, it's 2023 now. Definitely after reading my own book, definitely felt that I've changed a lot as a person. So much so that I am writing another book. So hopefully I get that out next year. Still an awesome book. It's like such a small book and really good key topics. One of the best ideas in the book is smile. It's such a simple thing to do. The research I did in this book, I did research on like specifically smiling because this book I wanted to focus on like simple things people can do like today. They can at least try to do it, which is one is definitely smile. It's smiling, it changes your physiology. Like even me smiling right now, I feel so like happy. It's like a natural high. It's something so simple, such a simple thing to do that helps reduce stress, helps increase immune system. So much so that when I was researching smiling, telemarketing companies ask their employees to smile when they're on the phone. Because when you're smiling, they say, it goes through the phone and it reflects your voice through. Smile! Also, please like, subscribe, and comment below. If you've read my book or if you're interested in reading my book, you can click the link below and you can get your copy on Amazon. When you subscribe, you're also helping with the algorithms to help get this knowledge to people who need it, to help brighten their mind, to brighten their life, and brighten your world. Subscribe now. One example I want to talk about is when one of my friends, they actually used that example. They used that when they heard about this simple task of smiling through the phone. What they did is they actually used it the next day at their job, which consisted of talking to customers in customer service. She answered a phone call from a very rude person. And then she thought about, let's try this technique. I'm going to smile through the phone. She smiled through the phone and she realized the person started calming down. Number 1. And number 2, after she started calming down, the other person on the phone, the customer who was upset, started having more, compassion and just felt the energy that this person or my friend just genuinely wanted to help. So much so that they said at the end of the call, thanks so much for your help. I really appreciate it. You have such a polite, kind voice. And it came through because I believe she was smiling. I mean, it totally helps. It's that energy that goes through the phone. You can feel that energy when you're talking to someone, they're actually smiling. Sometimes when I walk down the street, and I test it on not so much like creepy people who I can sense they can be creepy, but sometimes when I walk down the street and I see someone like looking down, they're like in distress, worry, I simply just I walk by, smile, like just a simple, quick smile. And I kid you, like majority of the time, which is like 95%, because some are just so down, they just don't want to even like look at you. They actually looked at me and smiled back, and it was so awesome. I felt like, I can send that love and that energy to other people, especially when they're feeling down, with like half a second of smiling. It's like amazing. It's such a it's such a hack, and it's such a simple hack. They also say that smiling is also the world's language. It's like one way that you can help communicate to other people that you don't even know their language at all. Traveling internationally, been to a lot of countries, seen a lot of things, and the one thing I know that's like a universal language is like smiling. And I notice when I smile, like I'm friendly. The people in the local the locals in the city that I visit or the country, they are more friendly, especially like at airports. They're like more willing to help because you're more calm, you're happy. Like I kid you not, like that happened to us when we were flying out to Jordan. At first we were annoyed because we didn't know like why we had an issue with flying into Jordan, with just having one visa into Cairo, coming back home. But with that sense, that lady, we started being calm and we smiled. We're like, thanks so much for actually genuinely caring about our well-being. And she looked up and was just so happy and just so grateful that appreciative that people actually noticed. And I kid you not, after we got up to the front, we heard a person being very rude to her. She wasn't really willing to help them. I mean, come on now, these are customer service people. They do their best as well. Smiling, it has high face value. Next is to reset your self-image. What you think about yourself and how you feel about yourself highly impacts your self-love and your self-image in yourself and how you perceive yourself in the world. One way of increasing your self-image is to help read books like mine or other mindset books, and especially a book called See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar. He talks about how you must really accept yourself before you can accept and the fact that you actually deserve to be happy and successful. It all starts with you. For example, do you see yourself as a winner or do you see yourself as a loser? Simple ways to reset your self-image is to really believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, If you don't believe in yourself, like no one else will. You are your number one fan. You are your number one person that can lift you up to help you get to where you need to be. When you put faith in yourself, when you believe in yourself, you are energetically sending that out to other people. And they, in turn, because of the energy you're emulating, they believe in you. Another simple hack is to dress for success. I know people say, oh, well, people like the Facebook dude or the Google guys, they don't dress up. Well, with those type of people, they're already an opulent place. They're very wealthy. They already believe in themselves. They know that. For us people, who hasn't gone to that level of success, and if they want to, that's the hack, is to dress for success. That's what one of my mentors told me, is that when you are building a business, when you're building anything, when you're trying to show your professionalism, anything, dressing for success, like wearing a suit, is kind of like your armor, kind of like your uniform. It's like a firefighter wearing a uniform. It's like a policeman wearing a uniform. Like that is your uniform of your setting up. When I myself go to work, there's an interesting guy in my work. He set a day one day to everyone dressed for success. And I kid you not, people who were dressed for success that day, wear suits and things. They all had their posture up, sitting up, felt like they were real professionals, true professionals. So that's why I always, even when I'm at work, coming from a work from home environment to back to corporate, being in the office, I was starting to wear joggers and things like that, and it was affecting me. Not only that, but my clothes were getting a bit too big, my joggers and things like that. So I started wearing my dress clothes just because it felt better. And oh my gosh, I feel so different wearing my dress clothes at work. I feel like I guess it's just my posture. People think that I feel like I have authority, which I'm not. It's not that I'm pushing authority, but it's that I have posture in myself. I believe in myself. There's a story I want to share about one of the speakers I've listened to a long time ago, Brett Daimler, and he talks about how when he was building his business, he was poor. He grew up poor, and he couldn't even afford a suit. Luckily, his mother was a seamstress. He went to go buy a $10 suit at a Goodwill, and I think the most expensive was a $7 tie at Kmart. He was so pissed off because for that small little piece of material, it cost almost as close as his suit. And the moment he started, his mom was able to tailor it down to his body size, but the moment that he started using that suit, he said he could not even fathom how much he sold in that suit because people started believing him more. They saw him as a professional. They saw him as someone who was serious. There really is no excuse to not get some nice clothes. I mean, you can if you can't afford those nice clothes, then go to a Goodwill, go to a used clothing shop, and do the best you can at that moment in time, because there are clothes out there to help you feel better about yourself. Another way that I wanted to add on top of self-image is also setting boundaries. That's the one big thing that I had to do in 2023, is really set boundaries with my friends, my family, and even my coworkers in my workplace. The moment I set boundaries, I felt like I had more posture, I had more self-respect. When it came to that, I just felt I'm putting myself first, and it felt amazing. And that's just a hack that you can do. Set those boundaries. It improves your mental health and helps you just be a better person. The next best idea from my book: upgrade your conversations. Words have power. Do you have conversations with yourself? There's a book that I read years ago called What You Say When You Talk to Yourself. I kid you not, when I used to live with my parents, my sister came in the room and said, "What funny book is that?" And I said, "Well, it's a book you talk about yourself." Yeah, I know, I'm the middle child, so they thought I was kind of weird. But hey, at least I was happy. I was working on myself. This little $9 book that I bought completely changed the way I saw myself and the words I use when I was in the workplace and just around people. The reason why words have so much impact and power is because when you affirm things to yourself, it's it has to be certain things. When you affirm words I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I'm loving, I'm spreading love to others, I love myself, I love others, it actually affects your physiology. Japanese doctor Masaru Emoto, he did this study on water and words that affect the water. He would place the water in different jars and put a word, whether it be loving, whether it be peace, whether it be grateful, whether it be evil, whether it be bad, you feel, fool, negative words. And he shows the image right here, how when it was positive words, it was crystals in the water, nice little stars. But when it was negative, bad and fool words with the word fool or evil, it was distorted. It was in blots, and it did not look nice. And the reason why I bring that up is because 73% of our heart and brain is water. If you think about that, the words we say, it's like affecting it. It's like either turning it like into like crystal water or like distorted when you do something negative. And also like our lungs are 83% water. So it's really like, that's why I notice the ones who say I'm getting younger and younger. Like for example, with me, like I feel like I'm getting younger, and I am. Like I did turn 40 this year, but you know, it's awesome. Someone thought I was 24 or 25. So it's a nice feeling that you have, because I always say, like, I don't say I'm getting older. I always keep saying I'm getting younger and wiser. Pretty cool. So you got to ask yourself, are you spreading more love, joy, happiness, appreciation to other people? And are you saying that to yourself and to your spouse and to your family? Or are you spreading gossip, drama, complaining about people? Because the more you do that, the more affirmative words you're using, the more the universe brings back at you. But if you come at a more appreciative, loving way, the universe will send you more circumstances, people, and events that are more positive, loving, and joyful. Upgrade your words. Next simple thing from my book is have an attitude of gratitude, or better, appreciation. And it's another simple thing like smiling. It's something you can do so quick and that can change your mood in an instant. And when I say better yet being grateful, it's better being appreciative and grateful, because as per Esther Hicks, she talks about gratitude versus appreciation. And gratitude is more of like, yes, I'm grateful because I don't have that. I'm grateful that I have eyes to see because my eyes, some people don't have sight. Versus appreciation, just being appreciative of the idea and not thinking, oh, because of that. More of like, I'm just appreciative for my life. I'm just appreciative for clean water. I'm just appreciative for me. So it's like a different vibration. It's like gratitude's like here and it's still very high, but appreciation is like a notch up. So that's like another hack. When you're appreciative, it's like you sending a signal to the universe saying, I'm good, I'm light, I'm love, I'm appreciative. I'm so happy for the abundance in my life. The universe sees that because, you know, we live in an energetic field. The universe sees that and feels that and sends you like blasting energy, more circumstances, people, and events that send you that feeling of light, love. Whether it be, for example, if you're looking for more light and love in your life, you randomly at a store and this book just pops out of nowhere saying, read this, or you have someone in your life who's such a positive impact. And you're just like, wow, where is this coming from? It's because you've changed your vibration, which I'll be speaking on to that next idea. It's because that's one hack, is just to like be appreciative and grateful. One thing you can do is when you wake up is, it's going to be a great day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's sending a universe, today's going to be a great day. I started doing that again. I stopped for a few months, but doing that over and over, it's actually changed my day. Like I don't let things really get to me. And another thing that you can do, a hack, is like have a gratitude journal at your desk, put it on your phone. Use free sites like grateful.org to write your gratitude. Even if it takes like 30 seconds, it'll make impact in your day. Better yet than just doing that is definitely to write it with white piece of paper and blue pen. When you do that versus like typing, you're using more muscles and neural pathways so that it gets more ingrained in your mind. The next idea is that basically all the tips I mentioned before is that it raises your vibration. Raise your vibration to feel so much better. And when you raise your vibration, you have to first start with like, what thoughts are you putting in your head? And that's why, like, when I always mention in my videos, read books, you know, like books like my book here, Success Habits, other books I mentioned. Listen to positive audios, like you listen to my podcast below, watch my YouTube videos, emulate that. Hang around with positive, uplifting people. Go to seminars, like go to different seminars. I think in the future, I'll definitely have like a seminar set up for like the Brightened Mind subscribers. We can all like mastermind, talk about things like that. And I give and receive recognition. So those are like the little hacks. And then that's why I say that is because like 99% of what we think are from repeated thoughts in the target state that we have. Only 0.01% come from action. And the way I say that is because like majority of the thoughts we think are from the day previously. The study is that 80% of those thoughts were negative. And when you think them the next day, 95% of the thoughts that you thought of the day before, back and forth, 95% of the thoughts that you think today is what you thought yesterday. The thoughts that you bring in are 80% negative, just be from different conditionings, negative thoughts, negative news, negative people being around you. And that's why I always say it's like always good to really be mindful of that. That's why like mindfulness is so important. Like simple things, like I mentioned, is just to smile, be grateful, journal, dress for success, have a gratitude journal. When you do that, you yourself are feeling good. And when you feel good, you raise your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, everyone around you is like attracted to your energy. You're just such a light in the universe. It's like you're so different. Some people say you're weird because it's just like, why are you positive when this world is really more like made for you to be negative? So really focus on raising your vibration and like the simple tips in my book, Success Habits. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you want another way to raise your vibration, you can click below the link below for my free course, Brightened Mind Blueprint, where I teach you different steps on how to raise your vibration, simple steps. It used to be a paid course, but I want to give it free for all my subscribers. So click the link below to get access to that course now. See you in the next video.